Hey, welcome to Tuesday Drive. Good news is spring is here, and I got to paint on Sunday and painted some green, which it was nice to be mixing greens again. And so here we are. I think this is my road. Benton Road. So, road closed, local traffic only. That's not good. My road is closed. All right, I'll figure something else out. So I can't stop thinking about and processing, which is not unusual for me. I do a lot of processing, but I can't stop thinking about kind of all the things that we've been talking about on Tuesday Drive. And so I found this book, and it's by Elizabeth Gilbert, and she actually wrote Eat, Pray, Love, and I don't know how many of you have seen that movie or who read that book, but I thought it was fantastic. And but this one is called Big Magic, and this book actually is a really nice summary to kind of all the things we've been talking about: inspiration, creativity, fear. I mean, she's covering all of those topics in this book. So I was kind of blown away when I found it and started listening to it because it's really, really cool. I mean, it's not normal to sit around and ponder these things. Maybe it is normal, but maybe I don't really know what normal is. So, but it begs the question when you're processing all this is kind of like so what, what does it all mean? It's okay to think about these things. Okay to process them, but is there life application for them? Are there things that we should be adopting and should be practicing and et cetera, et cetera. So I thought about this week in terms of where do you want to go? And it helps to have that frame of reference when thinking about these particular thoughts. Is where do you want your art? Where do you want it to take you? And what do you want to achieve? And for me, I'll just tell you what what I'm thinking, and I'm sure by now most of you have probably already figured this out. But this, what we're doing right here, and my painting adventures and all that. I mean, this is what I want to do someday, and I want to be able to. I want this to be my pursuit, and I want to be able to support myself with these endeavors. I mean, I want to build a YouTube channel. I want to help people. I want to further the cause of plein air painting. And Steven still paints. I mean, he really hit the nail on the head this week when he sent a comment, and he said something about if you want to swing for the fences, and I'm like, man, that's exactly what I want to do. I do want to swing for the fences, but it's not maybe in ways that that some people might want to swing for the fences. So that's the point, is you have to determine for you what it is that you want to achieve. And maybe you want to be invited to major plein air events, and maybe you want to galleries are your focus, and you want to be represented by good quality galleries. Maybe you want to win competitions and you want to focus on painting for competition, and or maybe you just want to paint and give your paintings away to your family and have them enjoy them. And these are all, there's a whole range of where all of this goes, and then possibly you just strictly want to paint for your own enjoyment, and you don't really care what the disposition of your actual work. Like, does it end up in a stack in the corner? And if it's in a stack in the corner, so be it. And it doesn't really matter what happens with them. And all I'm trying to say is, all of these things are good, and all of these things are fine, and I think they're all, they're all okay, and they're all awesome. So I encourage you to think about, think about what it is that you are looking to achieve in your own journey, and then start to think about a roadmap of how you actually get there, and what do you have to do to get there, and if it's a certain level that you want to achieve in your painting, what kind of a practice schedule does that look like? And so here's the interesting thing: figuring out what we want to achieve, and like what it is that we want to do with all of this, and to what level and what degree. That's really the easy part, right? I think the bigger question here is, like, what's holding you back? This one's going to take some time. For me, and I'll be really interested in hearing what some of you feel like are things that are holding you back to keep you from achieving at the level that you want to achieve. And I totally understand. This is a really big question. For me, it comes down to small things. It's like choosing to watch another episode of Stranger Things when I could have been painting, and that's a big one. So time will, I think, will have to be the topic of a Tuesday drive coming up, because a discussion on time is a Tuesday drive like all to itself, because it's such a complex subject. And but in general, it does sort of come down to that. It comes down to time, but mostly for me personally, it's the time that I choose and how I choose to use it sometimes. A healthy balance in your life is important, so you have to consider things like family and other things that you have going on that are also very important. So I don't mean to bog you down with these thoughts, and hopefully I'm not burdening you. But I think they're worth contemplating and thinking about. And when you're processing, what is it that I want to achieve? Where do I want my art to take me? And then think about what is holding me back. Those are really quality things to process. And I really believe that mixed in there are some real growth opportunities for all of us. So anyway, thanks so much for checking out Tuesday Drive today. I always appreciate it. I enjoy our time together, and I'll catch you later. point of Tuesday Drive was not to follow a bunch of notes and this is all what I'm saying right now is a bunch of gibberish and